If you've ever felt like your website has been stuck in second place or on the 5th page while your competitors dominate Google search, it's not just bad luck. They're not guessing, they're just using data. I'm Alex, and I'm going to show you how to use Semrush to benchmark your site the right way. You'll learn how to uncover your SEO competitors, analyze their traffic and keyword strategies, and find opportunities that they miss so that you can grow faster and smarter. Because the truth is, benchmarking your website means stacking it up against the top competitors in your industry, analyzing what's working for them, and utilizing that crucial information to close that gap. And when it comes to competitive research, Semrush is hands down one of the best tools out there. If you want to follow along with me throughout this whole entire demonstration and tutorial, there's a 14-day free trial link that I left for you guys in the description. With that, you'll get access to everything we're about to cover. So go check that out and let's get into it. But before we get into all the technical stuff, you're probably wondering, what even is Semrush? Semrush is a tool that gives you data about your website and your competitors. It helps you see how your site is performing in search results and how your competitors or other websites out there are getting their traffic. Here's what you can do with Semrush. Track the keywords that your site ranks for, find out who your real SEO competitors are, analyze traffic sources for any site, see which pages are performing best, analyze keywords and backlink gaps, and monitor your rankings over time. It's used by marketers, entrepreneurs, and business owners to make better decisions and make their website more visible. But before we get into competitor analysis, you need to get your site properly loaded up into Semrush. All right, so let's get into the actual tutorial. So you're going to log into Semrush. It's going to take you to a page that looks something like this. What you're going to do on this homepage or this dashboard is you're going to press Create SEO Project. So right here is where you're going to go ahead and enter in your domain. I'm just going to add in a random one right here, and we will call this Running Blog. Okay, so go ahead and name it as well. And then you'll go ahead and press this green button right here and just press Create Project. Now we can go ahead and press this. All right, and once you have that loaded in, it's going to go ahead and take you to a page that looks similar to this. It's going to show you your authority score, your organic traffic, your organic keywords, your ref domains. And if you scroll down a little bit more, it's going to go ahead and show you your traffic analytics. So this is super cool to look at. As you can see, you're getting about 184,000 visits every single month. And every single month, it's about 134,000 unique viewers. And one of the biggest things that I like to look at is an average visit duration. So this average visit duration is 6 minutes and 30 seconds, which is actually pretty good. So even if you've never used SEO before or done anything with SEO, Semrush does a really good job of breaking things down and keeping it super simple. And it's really easy to understand visually. But don't worry, I'll show you exactly what tools to use and in what order so that you don't get overwhelmed. All right, now that your project's set up, let's go ahead and talk about your competitors. What you're going to do for this step is you're going to go to SEO and then you're going to press Organic Research. Okay, this is the tool that we're going to use. You're going to go ahead and enter in your domain again right here, and then we will press search. Most people think that their biggest SEO competitor is the same as their biggest business competitor, but that's not always true. You might be competing with totally different websites in search results, especially if those sites are publishing a lot of content around the same topics that you cover. So here's how to figure out who you're really going up against. Go ahead and enter in your domain. Like I said, after that, it's going to take you to a page that looks like this. It's going to take you to the overview page. It can get a little bit confusing, so just follow along. You're going to go over a few tabs. So not positions, not position changes, but you're going to go to competitors. You'll click that, and these are going to be your SEO rivals. And sometimes they'll surprise you. You might sell software and think that your competitors are other SaaS companies, but Google could be ranking blog posts or review sites above you. And that's why it's super crucial to study this. So go ahead and jot down your top 2 to 3 competitors. For this specific demonstration, we're just going to use one. So we'll pick one of our competitors right here. We'll do believeintheRun.com. It's super cool because inside Semrush, you can actually just click this and it'll take you to their site, this little arrow graph thing. So you go ahead and press that and it'll open up their site in your browser. So go ahead and bookmark these competitors or save them in a separate document or your notes app so that you can come back to them and really go into detail and diagnose their website. So once you're on this competitors tab and you find your top competitor, just go ahead and click it right here and it'll actually take you into a separate page for your competitors. So this is super cool because you can see the keywords, you can see the traffic, you can see their traffic cost, their branded traffic, and their non-branded traffic. If you scroll a little bit more down, right here is going to be a sections for their top keywords. Keywords by intent, it looks like most of their stuff is coming from informational content. All right. And then if we scroll a little bit more, you can see the top position changes in their organic, top position changes in SERP futures. And if you keep scrolling down, there's many more futures that you can see. You can also see their top pages right here, which we're going to talk about next. So now that you know who your your real competitors are, let's figure out how they're getting the majority of their traffic. And how you do this is by looking at their pages. So it's just a couple tabs over from competitors. You just go to pages, and then you can see these are the pages that are bringing them in the most amount of traffic. You'll see a breakdown of their total visits and where their traffic is coming from. So it looks like about 108,000 people are coming from the US, 14,000 people are coming from the UK, and 13,000 people are coming from Australia. So yeah, it shows you how many monthly visitors they're getting, what country those visitors are coming from, and it also shows you what they rely on most. So it looks like the majority of their traffic and from their keywords is coming from commercial. So if you don't know what commercial means, we'll just go ahead and go right here. It says commercial. The user wants to investigate brands or services. So that's where majority of their traffic is coming from for their keywords. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at this. So these are the exact URLs that are bringing in the most amount of visitors. And this last one is huge because you can see the top pages that is doing the heavy lifting for them. Is it a guide, a comparison post, a listicle? You want to make sure that you take notes on this. So if we go ahead and press their top page, we can see this right here pulled up, and then we can press this and it'll actually take us to the actual page. So it looks like what's bringing them in the most traffic is best running shoes for heavy runners. All right. It's a blog style post, a review style post. I guess this is mostly directed towards people who are looking to buy new running shoes. So yeah, this is an awesome feature to see what's actually working for your competitors. This kind of content shows you what your audience is already looking for, and most importantly, what's working right now. And keep in mind, you're not trying to copy their content word for word. You're simply just gathering intel. And you want to use this intel to create something better, something more helpful, something more current, or something more specific. Up next, we'll look at the exact keywords those pages are ranking for and which ones you might be missing. Now that you know which pages are bringing in the most eyeballs, the next thing that you want to look at is which keywords are bringing in the most amount of traffic. So if you scroll down a little bit on the overview, you'll come to the top keywords, and you simply just have to press view all of the keywords and it'll take you to a separate page. This helps you figure out which keywords are bringing in the most amount of visitors. Now you want to ask yourself, are these keywords relevant to your site? Do you have content that already targets them? And if not, could you create a better piece of content around that same topic? This is by far one of the fastest ways to shortcut your content strategy. Instead of guessing what to do or what to write, you're using proven keywords that are already driving traffic to other similar sites. Here's where the magic really happens. With Semrush's keyword gap tool, you can directly compare your website to your competitors and see which keywords they're ranking for and you're not. So how you find this is you go right here to SEO and then you just press keyword gap. It's right under organic research. It'll take you to a page like this where you're going to go ahead and enter in your domain. So I'll enter that in really quick. And then you want to add in your competitor's domain. So once you have both of those, go ahead and enter that in and then press compare. All right, now what you're going to do once you're actually on this page is you want to go right here and click missing. So these are the keywords that they're ranking for, but you're not. So the cool part about this is you can even filter by search volume. So you'll go right here. I would say if you're first starting out, I would go from anywhere to 500 to 5,000. I would just set a custom range. So 500 to 5,000, especially if you're just starting out. Keep in mind, these are bigger sites. And then the next thing that you want to go ahead and filter for is keyword difficulty. So as you can see, it gives you a breakdown of how hard it actually is to rank for these. But if you're just starting out, I would recommend you to go for very easy or possible. I would just try to stay under 60, especially if you're somebody who doesn't have a lot of authority on your website yet. The last thing that you could also filter for is intent. Okay, so are people looking for informational content? The user wants to find an answer to a specific question. Are people looking for navigational? The user wants to find a specific page or site. Are they looking for commercial? The user wants to investigate brands or services. Are they looking for transactional, where the user wants to complete an action, aka a conversion? So let's just say commercial right now. Press apply, and as you can see, it'll give you all the commercial keywords. Next is reverse engineering their backlink strategy. Let's talk about backlinks. Backlinks are links from other websites that point to yours. Google sees them as votes of trust for your website, and it's one of the most powerful ranking tools and factors to this day. So if your competitors are ranking higher, they probably have stronger backlinks. Here's how to find out where those links are coming from. Go ahead and go to backlink analytics. If you have trouble finding it, it's going to be under SEO, right under link building, and it's going to say backlink analytics. And then just go ahead and type in your competitor's domain one more time, and then just press analyze. Then you want to go ahead and click the referring domains tab to see which sites are linking to them. So to find this, it's right over here where it says overview. Then you're going to go to the right, keep on going, and right where it says refer domains, press that. So right here is where you'll see a breakdown of all the sites that are linking to them. Okay, so there's new and then there's lost. So you can go ahead and sort for that. But what you really really want to look at is all of these domains that is backlinking to them, okay? If you don't know what lost means, we can go ahead and take a look right here. A referring domain is considered to be lost if no longer has any links promoting to an analyzed domain. Lost referring domains are displayed in the report for a few months after the date that we identified them as lost, okay? So here's what you want to look at. Are industry blogs linking to their guides? Are niche forums linking to tools or downloads that they created? These are all link building ideas that you can borrow and build on for your website. So if you want to go a level deeper into this, you can go ahead and use the backlink gap tool. It's right over here under keyword gap. You'll find backlink gap. So go ahead and press this and we can go ahead and go through this tool. So once again, you're going to go ahead and put in your domain. You're going to go ahead and put in your competitor's domain and then just press find prospects. So now Semrush will show you every domain that links to them, but not to you. And these are golden opportunities. You already know the sites are open to linking to content like yours, so your chances of success are way higher. This alone has helped thousands of sites build stronger authority and climb the ranks. But keep in mind, it's not just about what keywords they rank for or who's linking to them. How they're structuring their content matters too. Inside the top pages tab from earlier, make sure you take a closer look at the content itself. So as I'm looking at it right here, it looks like a lot of it is about reviews. So reviewing about gear, another review about shoes, another review on shoes, another review on shoes. So it looks like what's bringing them in, the majority of their traffic and what pages are most successful for them are review content. So ask yourself these questions when you're looking at these pages. What format is it? Is it a guide, tutorial, case study, review? Is it long form or is it short form and punchy? Does it include images, videos, or infographics? And are they answering any frequently asked questions? This helps you reverse engineer what's actually working right now. So for example, if their top blog post includes 2,000 words and an FAQ section, your 800-word summary post probably isn't going to cut it. Look at their content, identify what's missing, and then one-up them by creating something that's better, clearer, or more helpful. And that's how you steal rankings without stealing content. So now you've got all this benchmarking data, but how do you track if it's actually working? This is where Semrush's position tracking tool comes in. So in order to get to this, you're going to go ahead and press your project dashboard right here where it says SEO, and then you're going to press position tracking. Go ahead and click that, and it's going to take you to a page that looks like this. So what you're going to do right here is you're going to go ahead and enter in your competitor's domain. All right, so then it's going to take you to a page that looks like this. What you're going to do is you're going to enter in the location. So I'm going to put the United States, and then you'll press continue to keywords. After this, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and type in the keywords that you got from the keyword gap tool a little bit ago. So I'll just type in a few right here. All right, so what I went ahead and did is I added in a few right here, and then you can just go ahead and press start tracking. You can add in more if you want, but I just added in a couple for the sake of this tutorial. So let's go ahead and press start tracking. And then now what it's doing is it's just gathering the keywords data. So keep in mind, if you add more keywords, it is going to take a little bit longer. So right now we only have 4, but this is just for the tutorial purpose. All right, what's next is building a repeatable benchmarking dashboard. By now you've run traffic reports, keyword comparisons, backlink checks, and instead of jumping between tabs, you can build a custom dashboard that brings it all together. All right, so how you do this is you go to My Reports in Semrush and then create a new report. All right, so once you're on this page, you want to go over to the right. You're going to look at this little pie chart thing, and it's for widgets. What I would add is widgets for traffic analytics, keyword gaps, backlink gap, and position tracking. So in order to do this, for example's sake, you simply just press keyword analytics, and then you can go ahead and press keyword gap, and then you can go ahead and add in any one of these widgets that you want in your report. Once you have that all set up, you'll go right here to generate PDF report in the top right hand corner, and then I would say email the PDF report to you, and then you can choose how often you want the report emailed to you. So you just schedule the report. You could do monthly, daily, or weekly. This way, benchmarking becomes a habit and not a one-time research sprint. You'll start to notice patterns over time, see what's working, and be able to adjust to what's working right now. I like to think of it as a personal competitor radar system that never sleeps, so that you can always see what your competitors are doing. But let's be honest, all this data means nothing if you don't use it. So here's what to do after you benchmark your site. Create one high-quality blog post each week, and this should be targeting a keyword that you found using the keyword gap tool. Refresh one older piece of content each month to better match the structure and depth of other top competitors. Keep tracking everything weekly with the position tracking so that you can see what's working and double down. Look, you don't need to do everything overnight, but if you do what Semrush tells you, the results start to compound fast. All right, so let's do a quick recap of everything that we covered. You learned how to identify your true SEO competitors. competitors. You saw how to analyze our traffic sources and top performing pages. You used the keyword gap to see what they're ranking for and you're not. You explored the backlink profile. You broke down their content formats and strategies. You put up position tracking to make sure that you're tracking progress. And you learned how to turn benchmarking into a repeatable system. If you're serious about growing your site, this is how you can do it the smarter way. If you want to get started with Semrush and grab your 14-day free pro trial, check out the link in the description. It is an affiliate link, which means we earn commission when you use it, but it doesn't cost you anything extra. These commissions help support the channel and help us keep creating free content like this for you guys. So if you do use it, thank you. We really appreciate it. If you found this video helpful, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any future uploads. We post tutorials on building websites, exploring website builders, finding the right domain names, and a whole lot more. That's pretty much it for me. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I see you guys in the next one.